Okay, another Codewars exercise. This is find all non-consecutive numbers, and it is a Python exercise that will be the language today. Going to take you through this coding exercise from Codewars. Make sure all my ducks are in a row. Man, hear those crickets out there? It's like my YouTube channel, right? You look at the views, crickets. But I'm still gonna grind. It's all good. There's a lot of stuff out there on YouTube, so you know everything isn't going to get watched. But enough of my bitching. Let's get in here and look at these instructions. Or the description. Your task is to find all the elements of an array that are non-consecutive. A number is non-consecutive if it is not exactly one larger than the previous element in the array. The first element gets a pass and is never considered to be non-consecutive. And it says create a function name all non-consecutive. I don't know why it says this, because they always create the functions, like the skeleton of the function for you. They create the header, they do the, well, curly, I'm not even going to talk about that, but it's already there, folks. And if we have an array of this array, then 6 and 15 are non-consecutive. So you look at this, means it's consecutive up to 6. So when they say find the elements that are non-consecutive, it really means find the numbers that they break the consecutivity, if that is a word, where it's consecutive to 4 and then the next number 6 is not consecutive. That's what it means. The first number that is not one more than the one before it. But not necessarily the first, just find numbers that are not one larger than the one before it. That's the task. So 6 is not one larger than 4. It is larger than 4, of course. And then you move along, you have 7 and 8, because those are both larger. I keep saying larger. They're both at least one larger than the one before them. And then you have 15, which is not one larger than 8. So 15 is one. And then 16 is one larger than 15. So that one's good. 6 and 15 are the non-consecutives. So they would qualify. All right, so we have the first part, but obviously there's more. What the hell do you do with these suckers? So it tells you what you should do. I think that maybe the word should be changed, but okay, you should return the results as an array of objects with 2 values. And really, when they say objects in the context of Python, it's a dictionary. So return, and actually an array is a list. So really, you're going to return a list of dictionaries with 2 values. And actually the word values, that you could change that terminology as well, because given that this is a dictionary, you're going to have keys and values, but yeah, programmers can figure that stuff out, and that's what we're going to do. So here's how the dictionary is going to break down. You can have a list of dictionaries, and they're going to break down like this, where I will be a key, and then the value will be the index of the non-consecutive number, and then n will be a key, and then the value within will be the non-consecutive number. So down here is a list of dictionaries that conform to this format. You have I, which is the key appointed there, and then 4, which is the index of the non-consecutive number. N is the key, and then 6 is the actual non-consecutive number. And it follows that format, because you see 6 in this list, 6 is element number 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why the 4 is here. So I is the index, n is the actual number. And then we have I7, the index of 15, and then n15 as the actual value. So, creating a list of dictionaries that contain the index of the non-consecutive number and the value of the non-consecutive number. That's what it is. Index value. So you find the non-consecutive numbers and then you put them into this data structure. Got it, good. Let's do some damn coding. Resisting the urge to curse more harshly, but keep it cleaner for you guys in this instance. All right, we're ready to go. And notice, yeah, the function name is here. I didn't have to create a function called all non-consecutive. Okay, I am creating a list of dictionaries. So I'm going to create an empty list to put the dictionaries in. This will be for my dictionaries to go into. Next, I'm going to find all the non-consecutive numbers. And you typically find things in a list by looping through the list. So I'm going to do that. And I am going to loop where I'm going to start the range of my loop at 1, element 1, because the way I'm going to do the comparison of the numbers to determine which ones are non-consecutive, I'm going to go for each element, I'm going to subtract it. Well, for each element, I am going to subtract the one before from the current element. So let's illustrate here a little bit. For those of you who watch my channel, I do this sometimes. Good teaching aid. Let's say I start here, because yeah, element 1, if this is a list of numbers, this 2 would be element 1. What I'm going to do is, for each element, I'm going to subtract the one before it to see if the difference is 1. So in this case, it would be 2 minus 1, and of course the difference is 1. And then I would move forward to the 3, where I would get here and do 3 minus 2. Just the whole thing is minus the one before it. So that I'm not doing another take. That's why I'm starting with 1, because I'm always going to be looking at the element before it. So to be able to always look at the element before, you cannot start at the first element, because the first element has nothing before it. Because I'm going to be doing subtraction with the current one and the one before it, I've always got to start one ahead, or at element 1, and then of course go forward. But that is what I am going to do. I'm going to subtract to get the difference, because if the difference is not 1, we have a non-consecutive number. I'm going to sort of perform this comparison in a conditional statement. Whoops. And I already know that the list is sorted, so I'm not going to run into any negativity situation. No negative situations, right? I'm not going to run into that kind of situation, because each number is going to be larger than the one before it. So I don't need to do absolute value here. So this is saying if the difference is not equal to 1, then I have a non-consecutive number. And if I do have a non-consecutive number, I'm going to do this. I'm going to append to that list, where I'm just going to create the dictionary because I have everything I need to create the dictionary. And the dictionary is going to look like this, where it's 2 key value pairs. One key is going to be a string I with the some weird sounds going on outside. You hear that? It's a weird place, man. Anyway, you have the string I, and then you have the index of the consecutive number. That's going to be the current index, which is going to be actually the variable I. And then another key value pair where the key is n, and then it's going to be the actual value of the non-consecutive number. Whoops. No, I think I hit enter. Okay. And that's going to append a dictionary to my list. And that's it. I always feel like there's more with these things, and then I get down to the end of the loop, and it's just time to return. I'm going to return that list of dictionaries, and that's it. There's your code for blah, blah. There's your code, folks. That's all, folks. So let's see. Let's do our testing and our attempting. Test passed. Alrighty, correcto mundo. Time to profit, folks. Let's do it. This is find all non-consecutive numbers. Python, Codewars. I got it, you got it. The getting's good, and I'm out. I'm really out this time. See ya.